Carolyn here of Barefoot Mama to show how easy it is to wash your bind. First off, I want to talk about the difference of a fray or a stronger sewn stabilized edge. Your sewn bind can easily be put into your washing machine on a gentle cycle and in your dryer as well. It is highly recommended to hand wash your fray bind and to line dry. Go ahead and pick your detergent of choice and add to a cool water wash basin, any tub will do, about halfway full. Push up your sleeves and get some bubbles going. Please note that detergents with enzyme lifters may lighten your colors. Once you have those bubbles, start feeding your bind into your wash basin. I do this in small segments and then fully submerge it to assure the whole fiber of the bind is wet. After your bind has fully been submerged, you're ready to begin agitation. This is what's going to actually clean the fiber. So squish it, squeeze it, slosh it around, have fun. Who doesn't like playing in water, right? It's also a really nice time to take the care for your bind and the care for yourself. Take a moment, Mama. You deserve it. After about 5 minutes of agitation, you're ready to dump this dirty water out. There's a couple ways you can do this. I'll show a technique later on for getting the bind itself out of the water. However, this water you can dump right into a washing machine, and depending on detergent used, it's a gray water that can water a plant as well. After all the water is dumped out, now you're ready to actually get the water out of the bind. So I'm holding the bind in my wash basin right now. Take big sections of the bind, holding into your hands, and again, you can squeeze into a separate bowl to catch to water a plant. I'm squeezing right into my washing machine as it's hooked up as a gray system that feeds one of our big pine trees in the backyard. This is a technique where I'm holding it in my hand and tightly forming a fist and pulling the fabric through. This really gets a lot of the water out. This is great technique if you're not going to put the bind into a washing machine to spin out and be ready for drying and rinsing. There's still a lot of water in there, so squeeze, squeeze. The easiest way to prepare your bind for rinsing and drying is to put it in a drain and spin cycle in your washing machine. Feed the bind around your center drum so that it's evenly dispersed for spinning. Go ahead and find that setting and start it up. This typically takes 5 minutes. While you're waiting, prepare a cool water rinse bath in your basin, again about halfway full. This is a wonderful opportunity. Add something special. A lavender or rose hydrosol is really lovely. Remove the bind and submerge into that rinse bath, sloshing up and down so that the water fully travels through every part of the bind. After a few minutes of agitation in your rinse bin, you're ready to spin your bind out again so you can hang it up for drying. If you're not spinning your bind out, you want to go ahead and use that squeeze technique shown earlier in the video. After that second drain and spin cycle, now you're ready to prepare your bind for line drying. Find the end of your bind. You're going to loosely accordion fold this into a basin to carry to your drying station. This takes a bit of time, but it's well worth it in setting up to dry. Your bind may be tangled if pulling it out of your drain and spin cycle, so here's a couple techniques to help you with that. Securely holding the top rail of the bind in one hand, you're going to use your other hand to travel along the top rail and shake it out. Put some force into it. You're not going to hurt the fabric. Actually, giving it that shake is going to have the fabric relax and open up a bit to help with drying. Remember, you're loosely accordion folding your detangled bind in layers on top of one another so that the bind is easy to hang. For a really tight twist, try taking the tip of your thumb, putting it into the center of that twist, and really forcefully pulling down and out. You can also try a counter swirl, swirling the fabric in an opposite direction of the twist to loosen that tightly wound fabric. I recommend line drying your bind. Here in Arizona, this is really lovely practice to do outside. And this is the me moment of this whole experience. It's an opportunity for me to see all the beautiful dye color moments in my bind. It's an opportunity for me to settle a little bit and feel the beauty and calm that I'm seeing in my bind, and then take that into my day. To help the fiber open and relax and dry flat, there's a couple techniques you can do. Taking your hands on either side rails, gently pulling open to help that fiber release any folds or creases it might be holding on to. You can easily line dry over a banister, over your shower curtain in your bathroom, or outside. After your bind has been hung, go back through and give each large loop breathing space. This allows for air to pass through the fiber more easily. And take a moment. It always feels good to breathe. If you've got any questions, reach out, and as always, wrap with love.